Hello world, I am Omnamnat, and today we're going to continue playing Starfield. Alright, let's get to it. 82 hours, huh? Why? Why are we here? Just to suffer? Alright, let's see. Anything I want to put my points towards? Okay, I still need to kill more people to use this one. Okay, we'll do status check here. Chandra port. What the fuck? Okay, crafting. Oh yeah, it must have been the alcohol I drank. Okay, so let's do a UC and Ryujin quest then today. Proceed to your meeting.
Happy you're here, Captain.
Is something amiss?
Okay, do I take the elevator or? Whatever. Oh, now it tells me to take the elevator. What the fuck? Why is the nav system in this game such bullshit?
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC.
Entry, unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
How many halls are gonna be here, damn it. Ugh. I probably don't need this, actually. We're just doing science right now, right?
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
given the amount of security, I'd say you're someone pretty important or dangerous.
Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
And do you see fake your death then?
One final act of rebellion by the leadership that lost the Colony War. The trial was authentic. I faced tribunal with dignity, but my execution, staged. A lethal injection that was anything but. The cabinet at the time, long gone now, wished to keep me on as an advisor. And considering the other option, I was in no place to refuse. So I elected to trade my freedom for my continued existence. But such is the life of a soldier.
So what do you do?
To warrant my execution. The official charges I faced after the war were twofold. The first was the destruction of civilian ships during the Battle of Cheyenne, a battle during which those civilian ships were actively attacking my fleet. The other was ordering the bombing of the Londinian spaceport to halt the spread of the Terramorph outbreak there. The city and its citizens were lost, but countless others likely saved. And for doing what was right, I was put on trial. And my life irrevocably changed.
Yeah, definitely one of the chattery ghosts I've met. Except about what you actually want.
I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Kind of a stretch to call what you two had a family.
Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree with you. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Can you tell me more about this cloning program?
It was an attempt by the United Colonies to solidify its own legacy, forging a new generation of great leaders. They were raised by adoptive families made up of scholars and tacticians, trained at the United Colonies' greatest scientific and military academies, displayed incredible promise. But by the time the Colony War came to a close, there was only Hadrian. But that's ancient history now. You have much more pressing matters at hand, with which I can help.
Fine, I'm listening.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with.
Just spit out what it is you want.
Gladly. myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know.
Why have me do this? Why not hand it over to the other members of this recovery team?
Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout.
How about I arrest him and turn him over to the UC?
You can certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be done with it.
How do I know you're not asking me to kill an innocent man?
Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'd be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat.
I need to think about this.
By all means.
Oh, so I have to pick a dialogue option. Still.
You find Orlays, deal with him, and you bring me the evidence. I'll give you the location of the research team.
Alright, consider him dust.
Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
Speak to McIntyre while we're here. NPC still standing here, huh?
Yes? What?
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy.
I was not prepared for that.
Surprised me too when I learned it. But the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this. All right?
Why hasn't Hadrian been told about this?
The Major doesn't have clearance for this sort of information, and she certainly doesn't need a distraction from her current, very important work. Which is why I need you to keep this to yourself.
You can't keep me from telling Hadrian.
Short of jailing you? No, you're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big mistake to tell her. Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss his daughter.
The prisoner asked me to deal with a Dr. Orlace. Figured we should discuss.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return?
The location of Hadrian's old research team.
Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
What are the chances of being lured to a trap?
Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch. So while I'd certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
And nothing else to discuss.
And I'll bid you good day, Captain. And remind you of the importance of discretion.
Wait, why am I doing this? Just use the fast travel menu.
This is UC Space. You are cleared to dock with the Den.
On outer hatch. We're docked.
So much of this game is just waiting around for the thing to load. Fuck.
Just doesn't add up. Spaceport has anti-Xeno protocol. How the hell does a whole...
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard.
Captain Marquez, I need to speak with you.
You're here for me? Did I miss a briefing or something?
Reginald Orlace. I heard he might know him.
Orlace. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him?
He's supposedly living near Etheria.
A man? Living around Etheria. The gas giant. Only one ship like that I know of. Never docks. Doesn't respond to hails. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlace of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last sighted location if you want. Just, well, you'll need to be careful. That part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrappers heading out never came back.
Anything else you can tell me about the Warlock?
I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told each other to keep themselves amused. Pretty surprised to find out he has a name. Like, finding out the Grim Reaper's named Mitch or something. Huh. Makes you wonder, though. Ships have been disappearing in those fields for years. Going theory on why was a combination of old ordnance and Etheria's gravity disappearing them. But maybe someone's been helping them over the ledge.
I'll take those coordinates.
Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
Ship EM weapons damage systems at room. Possibly stunning enemy engines reporting.
Ships separated. Engaging drive.
Quick save. Yeah, that dude sounded out of it, so, nope.
Scan complete. Go ahead and land. You will be scanned as you enter
for me regarding Dr. Olays?
Well, there won't be any more news about him. Newsflash, he's dead.
So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this.
Found this, his ID.
Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome.
Security protocols? Wait, is this Kaiser guy a robot?
A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him.
Alright, thanks for the information.
Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain. We'll need every tool at our disposal.
Okay, we've done that. Let's do different mission now. Oh, great, more shit on Neon.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks.
The single most stressful experience of my life. Can I help you?
Okay, what was the premise of this mission again? Okay, they just asked me if they could see me. Okay, fine.
Name an appointment.
Okay, when I'm supposed to see Ularu Chen.
Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
You know, if they aren't willing, that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. Now, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good. You're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, What do you think of your new job so far?
This job seems right up my alley.
In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
I'm sure I can make them see things my way.
Good. Then you shouldn't have any trouble. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in, so his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits, so if you have negotiation skills, use them.
Anything specific I need to know about Simon?
Simon's been working with us for years, so he'll pose no threat to you. He's paranoid, which is why I assume he's never been caught. But his information is typically worth it. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Got it. I'm ready.
You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
I've got my eye on you.
Okay, let's do a hard save. I don't see why fast traveling here puts me outside the airlock. Whose idea was that?
Watch out for the robots.
Wait to get out of this place. You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going?
You look like you used a little friendly conversation.
Only good thing worth talking about these days is sports. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year.
Razor Derby is the only real sport.
You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Stockyards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
Surely that's negotiable.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth.
You have some good working relationship with Ryujin. Coming down on this price helps maintain that.
And part of that working relationship is getting my asking price.
You know, I'm quite capable of taking the information by force, so I'd ease up on the price.
Now that you mention it, I do tend to value my health. Alright, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now?
Alright, fine, here are your creds.
I knew you'd see reason. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself.
Any idea what it is?
Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the neuroamp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news, so their entry must involve something big.
Got it. That's all I need.
Nice doing business with you.
Okay.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what?
Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. He's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion.
Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat.
Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum.
Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech.
Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
Can't believe I had to waste 8,000 credits on that, but I didn't want to waste more time on the... Well, it's not like it mattered anyway, I have plenty of money, but still. No need to do side shit at this point. See, Project Dominion. Pack Novice Lock, yes. Download files. Okay. Meet Laru. There isn't even a bigger map available. Fuck. I have to walk all the way here?
Don't cause any trouble.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it.
It was literally only 10 minutes. What the hell? It's for something called Project Dominion.
Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity LTD prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name. Meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity LTD has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need Fines to investigate this immediately.
Well, I'm not fine, so guess you'll talk to him, right?
Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity LTD has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation.
Oh, we can't allow the mole to get their hands on any more information.
Exactly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Okay. So what missions do we have now? Okay, so we have 8 of everything.
I've been waiting here for ages.
Whew. Ryujin certainly spent.
Let's see, what should our next objective be? I guess we'll do a story thing. If only there was a way for me to teleport to the ship from out here instead of having to run all the way back here.
Yeah, what is it?
Let's add another team member to our companions here. Since we're gonna do a story mission. Here, Andrea.
Hello. What did you need? I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
Oh, what's shaking, Bacon? Hi, how's it going? Sure, I'm up for a chat.
There's really nothing else
Have
to
a good
discuss
one
with you,
now.
huh?
Mine is currently whetstone, but it changes.
Let me run back to the lodge here. I think what we'll do is we'll dismiss Amelia and then we'll put Vasco back on the ship. Just to have all the characters.
Who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
Actually, let me check here. Crew. Okay, so let's okay, assign press. Assign to
Captain Wen, it is pleasant to see you. Hello, Captain.
How are you coping with losing Sam?
I do not perceive the loss of human life in the same manner, so I do not believe I am affected in the way you are asking. I have, however, noted a likely 19% drop in efficiency in Constellation achieving its current goals. While unlikely to prevent the completion of our mission, it should be taken into account as we proceed.
Your analysis is duly noted.
It is likely this decrease in efficiency will improve with time as Constellation's members proceed through the grieving process. I will, as always, continue to evaluate the situation and provide an updated analysis as necessary. If you feel it is necessary.
What's your read on Barrett?
It is impossible to read Barrett. He is, if you are asking for a...
He knows he almost got me killed, right?
I have only seen Barrett kill his enemies. If you do not number among them, I surmise it was accidental. What you are suffering from is likely a bad first impression. I suggest consulting Barrett on the issue at once. Barrett tells me a bad first impression is the hardest thing to break. I believe that is because he has never tried to break a diamond.
Did he make you?
No. I was manufactured by a machine. However, I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process, apparently, my capacity for conversation. Barrett has not shared, despite repeated attempts on his... My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett. Based on my understanding of... I find you to be a more measured and logical captain than Barrett. It would be quite difficult for another human to be more reckless than him. My likelihood of expiration due to corporeal destruction has been significantly reduced since coming aboard your ship. You should consider this a success. Disengaging conversational protocols.
Alright, I remember getting the ability to customize my weapons here, so let's go ahead and... Wait a second, let me see if there's anything I need to do in the research lab. Okay, I did those things. Will require 2 polymer, huh? And it will require research. Feels like it's more trouble than it's worth. If I can manage, I'll just manage without it. Okay, let's check our weapons anyway. Don't have enough rounds for this being viable. Let's try that one out. We can saw off this one. I need to sell my gun. Someone please buy from me. I don't want to walk all the way.
You know, there's nothing. Only the
Oh. So much pointless walking.
What was the name of that guy? Huh?
Ah, yes. They build a monument to the people they lost, but not the people they killed.
There are worse ways to spend the day than talking.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Oh, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds?
This is all you, Mateo.
Keeper, we were hoping to talk to you about unity.
You want to subject your friend here to one of our talks, Mateo? The future of humanity is always a long discussion.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Are you going to charge us
Perhaps
extra
you should
fees
talk
now?
about this inside.
Really have to sit down too?
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
It's starting with the discovery of these anomalies, artifacts.
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe, beyond rational thought. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
We know it's a stretch, but we hope you can help us.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more.
Let's hear the story then. There must be more to it.
In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun. And he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? A way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave.
Sounds like the House of Lion and Veyron have other parts then.
I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have.
If you already talked to them, why send me?
Because I wasn't looking to find unity in the same sense you are. A fresh set of eyes might reveal the truth.
Fine.
The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Alright. Off to more phony baloney religion bullshit. Ugh. They're both equally far away. How come the one nav point, well, how come the two nav points became one? The hell?
I am thankful these rides are quick. I do not like being in small, enclosed spaces with many people I do not know.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop
Thank you for helping Tahir. Hopefully he'll make a full recovery. If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not? Sorry. Can I help you?
Keeper Quillis sent me. I need to talk about the Pilgrim.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing.
Let's hear it.
A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
What do they mean each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up?
It's part of our core principles. There's no God pushing us to do good for some eternal reward. We have to help each other because we choose to. If no one takes responsibility for making the settled systems better, then we're just leaving it to the tyrants to bully the rest of us.
I think I figured out what's causing my controller to disconnect all the time. It's me fiddling with the Bluetooth button here. Here. Let me turn it off. Turn it back on. There, now it's more rigid. Maybe there's a message hidden in what he was saying.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again.
Can you tell me anything else about this Unity?
Besides what the Keeper would say about it? Sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or, in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Like Neo? Thank you. Giving me a lot to think about.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Having a good one?
I like how I'm allowed to just walk in here. I guess I am like a partial part-timer, so.
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
I know you talked to Keeper Aquinas about the Veyron faith.
He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions. The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
So is the eyeliner like permanent? Like, if you've been in this condition for so long, I'm guessing are you permanently bald also? Like, oh wait. Keeper Aquilus spoke of a pilgrim. I need to know more about him.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all.
There must be more to your god than just killing.
Strength and conviction show your worthiness to the Great Serpent. The kill is not as important as showing there is no doubt. I grow tired of speaking. Leave me.
Evening, sir.
Right, so now we have to hop all the way back.
New Atlantis puts on a wonderful show of security, does it not?
That's not even the right spot. Why is the map formatted like that? It's not even close to where it is. These autosaves keep getting longer and longer.
What does your scanner reveal?
That's over 9,000. You guys just standing here like assholes? Alright. They really should have made it possible for you just to use this and then immediately fast travel to the front of the door, damn it. Once you're 80 fucking hours into the game, like, it gets tiresome walking around.
Well, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The line story used the word second in 2.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn?
I spoke with the Veyron Zeld. She said Jinan fought 4 times over 120 days.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else?
In your story, the Pilgrim contemplates infinitum ad addendum. That must mean something.
Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum, that's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it?
I don't even know what to say, because I don't know what I think. It's just a word. I need to take responsibility for finding it, not pray.
And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds a belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
That doesn't give me license to define unity beforehand.
So you're committed to keeping yourself from seeing unity as anything other than a rational objective, a goal you're bound to reach. Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
Hey, Genghis.
Battle is the best way to feel truly alive. Do not waste concern for the fallen, friend. Lying lick spittles in service to the Sioka Syndicate. They are worth no tears.
It's couldn't care less, damn it. How do you wind up finding these guys?
I got a tip that advanced ship weapons were being smuggled. With a bit of applied violence, I found out their flight path. And now, my ship will grow even more powerful.
Taking out those smugglers is a public service.
That matters not. Their destruction furthers my aims. That's what matters. This Deimos makes fine vessels, capable of much destruction. It is worth every credit we paid. I feel on the edge of a great abyss. Whether the plunge will result in death or immortal glory, only time will tell.
I'm rooting for you, Genghis. Give them hell.
With you on my side, there's nothing that cannot be done. Know that you are my friend. And no matter what comes, Genghis Khan will always remember that.
Okay, here's the first plant. Here's the second plant. Right? There's a desert UC Garrison.
Sight is clear. Descent started.
Such beauty in the midst of nothingness.
Oh, I picked the wrong one. There were two systems. Let's do a hard save now. Lots of uranium, huh?
Setting down, everything in the green.
Let me get back on the ship and sleep until it's daytime.
How can I be of service, Captain?
You've got something for me?
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
What's on your mind?
Captain Wen, do you require my assistance?
Alright, time for a lot of fucking walking, huh? How did we know exactly where on the planet to look? In case we have to kill someone. So here's the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistance, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions, and I can never help talking. It starts innocently enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstanding instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand. So I try, gently as I might, to nudge their minds right along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't.
What is it? Mm-hmm.
They have nothing to say about what we're currently doing. Wow. At last, a bit of peace, a piece of peace. Is that anything? Is that funny? Why am I trying to be funny? Have they driven me mad at least? Is there a difference between writing to myself and talking to myself? The former certainly seems more acceptable than the latter. I recall again that my mind is my own. That even if only it exists, that is sufficient for me. To believe in everything else. The unity has restored me once more. This time I act alone, for now. Myself is a formidable opponent. I should have expected as much, but vanity is, thankfully, not among my vices. Regardless, it turns out, time spent in solitude is, in my case, time with a very sick man, or whatever I've become. I don't like this person. Today, a soft voice my assistant asked me if there was anything above the unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstanding that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best as I could. But if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of this to them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw. To go off alone, to commune with unity in my own way. They followed. Of course, they followed.
Promise not to laugh if you need to jump up and down to stay warm.
The credulous simplicity of mundane humans never cease to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for lack of vision, when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself, after all. I hope for their sake that they may some day understand, but for my sake I wish to be left alone. I find myself thinking about his various pasts and my possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. I imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is noticeable here, that road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward, and I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing a more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path, if I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart, and let myself care for the people who seem to gather about me wherever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught, and perhaps brought others to the light, and died. That road also seems gratifying. I also see a contented version of myself in that future. Here is the difference, though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, and the pleasures fades nearly immediately. When I stop thinking about myself, stop thinking about staying and building something, and the feeling endures, there's something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I'm grateful for the time I've taken to notice it. It could have at least just lowered the font size to fit this all on one page. What the fuck? When you're that close, there's like, you might as well. I'll be honest with you guys, all this seems like a bunch of nonsense to me. Anything religious feels like nonsense, so. Oh yeah, I'm sure the stew that's been out here for thousands of years should be fine. That's one of the weird things I feel like. Like these religions are like several hundreds, maybe even thousands of years old, and all the equipment here still seems the same as the shit we're using currently. Unlock personal room. What is the unity? I return your question with a question. If you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. Formidable opponent, myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? And stopping embracing compassion. Yeah. Okay, you came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here, in this world, in this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me, so I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find its beginning. On Helith 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Is this a boss fight? Am I supposed to go to this planet and fight a fucking scorpion now? What the fuck? What's a Stonehenge looking shit doing out here? Ancient runes. How convenient that we know exactly where the ancient runes are. Okay. They could at least like put in the writing like some coordinates.
You'll never grow weary of seeing places like this.
We're gonna need a boat. I'm guessing we can swim, right? So... Well, I guess we're dead. Maybe Andrea can do it. So I'm guessing I need to use some sort of bullshit power to allow me to get to that part of the island. If that's the case, we might just never finish the main story. I'm not traveling around all those fucking planets to get there. Maybe there's a path. Maybe I can boost pack my way there, actually. We've made worse jumps before in our lives, right? I've used the glider in Breath of the Wild. I know how this shit works. There. Man, Andrea somehow managed.
Do you see anything useful?
You good, homie?
Statue. Clearly some connection to the creatures in the area. What could it mean?
Is this some sort of boss fight? Is this a fucking Stargate?
You have my attention.
Really? You have no comments about this?
We are done.
Find the scorpion sting? Oh, I'm moving the thing. Okay.
Always a satisfying moment.
This is kind of lame. Go here. Now go here. Oh, go here. Now go here. Where the hell am I? Last star of the Scorpius. Showing that. Keeper Quill sent me to find the true meaning of unity.
Now it's all starting to make sense. You should come aboard. There's another Starborn here who is very interested in meeting you.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want.
Fine, I'll begin the docking procedure.
Good. See, we can all get along. For now.
Okay. I think we'll swap out Andreja for Morgan, since she's the one who probably wants most of the answers now.
Something you need?
Here.
Yes, you need me? You will be lost without me.
Yeah?
Ready to head back out?
I'm more than ready. Let's go.
So I was looking up how the whole mission for saving people worked, saving one person, letting the other person die. Apparently it's determined by your affinity with the characters, right? Which means that Sarah should be giving me her personal quest sometime, right? Yes. I have the highest affinity of her, allegedly. It's either her or Sam had higher affinities, higher than normal affinities for me. But I haven't gotten a personal quest from her yet. Let's see. Personal questions.
Fine by me.
And that's all.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. She hasn't assigned me any personal quest.
Did you need something?
I don't know. I don't need to romance them, right? To get the personal quest. I would hope not. Alright, let's go ahead and take a quick save. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, so even Shara's not allowed here.
Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
Just tell me who you are, who the Starborn are.
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
You're talking in circles. I came to learn about the Unity.
Yes. Let's talk about what really matters.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier.
Stay silent. Is this some kind of cruel trick? That's how you die. This is some kind of cruel trick.
I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts. And the hunter killed you.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours.
But both of you are trying to keep people from it.
I have to. This is bigger than all of us. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your launch because I wanted the artifact, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Keeper Quillis, now some other version of the same person.
You're learning.
other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
So I'll help one of you. We combine our artifacts, enter the Unity.
Bingo.
I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine. Or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
This seems like a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't raise any interesting ethical or moral quandaries or anything. It just... what was it? Complicated for the sake of being complicated?
I'm sure you have more questions. I know we're not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it's good to see you again, old friend.
What happens when you enter the Unity?
It is not an easy experience to describe. But the Unity will speak to you. Offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us?
Who was I in your universe? What was I like?
Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. But so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again. As yours won't have its real me.
So you try to protect the artifacts? Keep them from being abused?
You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way.
What exactly is the armillary?
When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
Why?
You might think the emissary is on your side, but your persistence is what forced them to tell you the truth. Remember that. The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness.
What is the Unity to you? Why kill for it?
Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it.
Why did you attack us?
I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you.
After he attacked the lodge, you let me go. Why?
To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, hacking through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
You called the emissary a hypocrite. Why?
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge.
You had this meeting because of me?
No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's a bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
What the fuck is this shit? What do I do now? I would kill them, but I know I'm not allowed to.
I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way.
You Starborn sure like your you must see for yourself nonsense.
I do not always know if you are a person I should be helping. Forgive me. I have also found that advice is a poor substitute for experience. I ask you again. Go to Earth's moon. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
This is easily the worst version of Daft Punk I've ever seen.
Long way down.
God damn it.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Certainly. I always enjoy our little chats. Whatever you think is...
Okay. I guess we'll start preparing for the next mission then. I still need to get 150 copper. Maybe I'll run back to Achilles, to the mineral lady.
Word to the wise, avoid the stretch. Need
to move it.
I'm currently letting all the Starborn bullshit cook in my head a little bit, but initial impressions, it seems like just a bunch of pretentious bullshit. Who the fuck put these artifacts around, and why are people racing to collect them just to revive themselves or like be reborn or whatever?
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
Ask anyone. Meet them. Excellent.
Give me all your copper, lady. You guys still just standing there like assholes? Okay. Ah, fuck, did I sell the copper? Oops. I was wondering why she had 85.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch.
Ask anyone.
Lots of crime.
This is what I've got at the moment.
Okay.
There's not enough to do around
106. There has to be a place where I can get like a shit ton of copper, right? Maybe that one dude with the mining equipment back on Neon.
Star Rangers have so far refused to comment to SS. What's that?
Each of our unique starship models is expertly crafted here, and Neon, you visit a verified air.
Scram, I'm on duty.
Be here when you're ready.
I'm excited to see how. Certainly, my friend. Come back soon, my friend. It's always a
There needs to be a quick return to ship button. Alright, whatever. Surely there's some sort of store in Alpha Centauri that we can go to. The pain of having to walk all the way around. Fuck.
I have things for you.
Okay, where would I find more copper? Maybe the commercial district? Yeah, because these urban folks will have a demand for copper. Maybe the well has it.
Good? We're here to help.
Maybe the trade authority has some copper.
Thing about the trade, it's cliche, but it's true. You won't find a better
resources. Nope.
Pleasure dealing with you.
I hope I'm as cool as Solomon Cohen.
You mean dead? I ain't finding shit here. Says the guy wearing a helmet.
I'm telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee, and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund.
Fine, fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here. All this stuff is legit. Oh, yes. You ask me, the real New Atlantis is down here. Absolutely.
Nothing, huh? Can help hearing that argument.
Ugh, right. The boots. I hate to admit it, but she has a point. She's the third customer to return the pair, all for the same reason. The boots might really be cursed.
Where'd you get them?
Like most of my supply, from one of my UC contacts. But after the second customer returned the boots, I got curious, and I did some digging. Turns out they were seized from a House of Varun ship. That alone is enough to convince me something's amiss.
Have you tried wearing the boots yourself?
I thought about it once, but then I thought better of it. Best not to tempt fate. And besides, they're not of my size.
We tried destroying them?
And risk releasing whatever's inside them? I've seen enough horror vids to know how this goes.
Yeah, almost sounds supernatural.
I don't doubt it. Either way, it's bad for business. Hey, you're a pilot, right? Maybe you can do me a favor. I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy called the Den.
Hey, likely live is now falling. Thank you for the fall. I appreciate it.
And I'll give you credits as a compensation.
Why not just send them off into space?
Believe it or not, I actually tried that. And you know what happened? Some UC pilot picked up the cargo and somehow it found its way back to my store. No, I wanted the boots gone. But I also want to know exactly where they are.
Alright.
Finally, someone to give these blasted boots the boot, if you pardon the expression. Here, I'll have your credits for you when the job is done.
Alright, it's been a while since we've had a proper side quest. Let's see. Take it to the den. Yes.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Why do they drop us off like so far away? Put me in docking distance when we fast travel, damn it. And skip this cutscene, damn it.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
I wish I knew who I ticked off to get this assignment.
Hey, newbie. It's a nice set of boots you got there. They for sale? I'll give you, say, 500 credits for them. They'd look better on me anyway.
What's wrong with the ones we were wearing?
Nothing. I just want yours.
You got yourself a deal.
Great. I've been wanting a pair like that. Looks just my size, too. To be honest, I might have gone as high as $2 grand. I'm not saying I ripped you off, but I'm sure as hell thinking it.
Oh, wait. Actually, does anyone here sell minerals? Trade authority here.
I really did think this place would see a bit
May I be of service? By all means.
Nah.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
There's no point in scanning us if we don't have any contraband.
And complete.
Okay.
That is convenient, but riding right after eating can give you stomach aches.
Oh. Our party members are walking to the lodge, huh?
I think I could live on coffee if I had to.
If it belongs. I know we're safe now, but I'm still a little jittery. Can't help but worry about more. Oh, please, take a look.
What are you selling? 13.
Appreciate the business.
All this stuff is legit.
And the little boots to the den.
Yes, you did. You know how I know? The rain cloud over your head is all but gone. Here, for your hard work. With a Lady Luck back on my side, I expect the business to be less bust and more boom. And let us never speak of those accursed boots ever again.
Let's see how much copper we have now. Maybe Sidonia will have some.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Oh, what the fuck? Don't talk all at once, damn it. Just 9 more copper needed.
Sure, I've got a minute. Oh, right. I nearly forgot.
I can stir fry.
Hey. Yep, here you go.
Stimulant, okay.
So long.
Alright, someone here has to sell minerals.
Pretty much run the lower levels here.
Greens.
Well then, what can I do you for?
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Maybe the exchange has some
you
stuff.
buy from me, maybe I can give you the same discount I give to locals. Hello, welcome to the Sidonia UC Exchange. The best goods, all courtesy of the United Colonies, straight to all of the wonderful UC soldiers, workers, and other citizens. I've got a little of this, a little of that, and maybe a little of some other things you wouldn't expect to find at the UC shop, But that's because I try to provide for everyone here. So please, browse my stock and let me know what I can get for you, friendo.
See what you have in stock.
Take a look.
No copper? Must be exhausting managing the entire shop yourself.
Oh, friendo, you have no idea. You see, not only do I sell goods for the United Colonies, I also need to receive the shipments, stock the shelves, manage the inventory. Why, even now I have this big delivery. tracking says it is here, but it is clearly not here. I don't see it, do you? The ship is out in the desert of Mars, not where it should be. Ship services tells me they can look at it, but I need my goods soon, and they're taking too long.
I could go check it out for you.
You could? Yes? This is what I hoped when we talked. If you go to where the ship was last seen, you could look at it. Find out what happened. Take care of anything on board that shouldn't be there. Pirates, killer robots, heat leeches, whatever. And check the crates to make sure nothing is broken. Then come back to me, so I can send someone to recover the shipment and get to selling. Easy as peasy, as they say.
Okay, let's check around here a little bit more. There. Just iron here.
Keep your eyes peeled for signs of terramorph activity. After what happened to our forces in New Atlantis, we need to be extra vigilant.
Isn't there some stuff in the residential area, maybe?
Watch out for the robots. They're surprising.
Can you believe some people... Sure.
There we go.
See you around.
Let's see, what weapon should I be using actually? Looks like it's all leeches, huh? Yeah! Yeah! It's a heat leech. Oh. Hey.
The community center on P1 is
You did not find my cargo ship yet, I take it?
It's full of heat leeches. The cargo seemed intact.
Oh, no. I hope they did not get into my cargo and ruin anything. As for the crew, I assume dead, yes? That is too bad. Too bad. But you found the ship and its cargo, and that is good at least. I will send someone to retrieve it now that you made it safe. Thank you. Maybe I will have more jobs for you. If you want.
Okay. Now we can turn this in. You take all my copper. You guys just standing there?
This unit is busy.
I have your 150 copper.
Manifest authenticated. Remuneration processed. Social interaction terminated.
What's Khan doing here?
Hope you find what you're looking for. Hopefully you take... A pleasure talking with you.
What's Genghis Khan doing here? I thought you already left.
Our history will record your arrival as our great moment.
I guess...
Farewell.
I guess they never thought about us revisiting. Actually, let's just find a spot to fast travel to. What should the next thing be? I guess we'll do the Freestar Collective mission next. I think we'll save that for the next stream, but let me just go ahead and set it up so that way I'm focused. Should probably get some rest. Heal up. You're telling me I can't fucking crouch under that thing? They're just standing there. Where'd all this equipment come from? I remember we got cleared out last time. Whatever. Alright, that's gonna be it for this evening. We were playing for almost 3 hours. Okay, next time, I think we're gonna be wrapping up a lot of faction quests. I don't know about the main story though. I think we're kind of at the whole climax of it, probably. Learning about the Starborn, which seems like a bunch of bullshit. I don't know, there's just... I've never been so uninvested in a story before from Bethesda. The previous games aren't exceptional, right? Don't have exceptional writing, but there's just something about Starfield that just feels so... There's just something very uninteresting about it all. And even when they try to throw in some interesting concepts, it just comes off as nonsense rather than anything particularly genuine, or I don't know. It just feels so... What's the best way to describe it? Sterile, uninspired, very, let's see, clinical. It's just... There's no spice to it. It just feels very, you know, it feels like a story that was drafted and never really expanded upon. Everything feels so bare bones and very, it feels like I'm playing through a skeleton of a story rather than an actual fully developed one. Yeah, that's the best way I could put it. We'll see where it takes us. I just want to wrap this up. Hopefully we can wrap it up before Gaiden comes out. I probably won't touch Gaiden the day it comes out though, because it's a weekday, and I know once I start I won't be able to stop, but we'll definitely... Next Friday, that's when we're gonna start. Whether or not I have Starfield finished by then doesn't matter. We'll start Gaiden then, and if I ever feel like I need to take a break, we'll come back to this. But it's more likely I'll finish up all of Gaiden before I come back to Starfield, and even then it'll be well, we'll see. Yeah. But yeah, for anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.